Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Room of Requirement. My name is Megan, and I have over 25 years of occult and esoteric study and practice. And today I'm going to be talking about integration of expanded awareness. So, all my subscribers, I know I haven't posted in about a month. I'm sorry, you guys. I know I've lost a few of you guys, but I've been going through a lot. So, I've been in an integration phase for probably over a little about a month and a half due to some expanded awareness. And when this happens, it's kind of like I have to retreat a little bit and figure out my belief systems. This happens a lot when you're on a spiritual journey. Once you get in the more advanced stages, you will start to have a deconstruction mode. So I'm in the middle of a deconstruction mode. If you guys have seen the rest of my videos, I've talked about, the different phases that you go through on the spiritual path when you're from awakening all the way up to certain levels of enlightenment. And I'm just here to show you guys, in person, this is what happens. So you kind of fall back away from your routines, you learn some new things, and then you have to process those things. So I've been processing all of that, and that's why I've been MIA for a while. And I've really wanted to get back on YouTube and make a video for you guys, and I'm feeling really inspired right now to do it. So I'm not going to promise that I'm going to keep doing this every couple of days like I did when I first started. It's just that right now I just want to be completely honest and authentic with you guys and let you know that I'm okay. I'm not in a bad space. I'm just really integrating some new things. Recently, for the past week, I've been studying Darius Wright's OBE protocols. I've been going through his extensive training, and that's like really what I'm focused on right now. It was something that I really, really wanted to do to expand my awareness further. If you guys have not checked out his work, please do. It is just absolutely fascinating. And because I've taken such a deep dive into his work, because I've always experienced out of body sleep paralysis, I've had many, due to my background. If you guys don't know my background, watch some of my other videos and it'll tell you about me and everything I've been through. So I've been on the spiritual path for a very, very long time. And since I was a young child, I've had out-of-body experiences. I've had a near-death experience, all of these things, psychic abilities, the whole nine, right? So this training has really allowed me to completely and fully understand everything that I've been experiencing my whole life. And so it's tearing down a lot of the belief systems that I had because I've been becoming more aware due to my spiritual routine. Even though I've been kind of pulling back and taking a break because I'm just trying to integrate all of this information. Also, we know that, right now the world is kind of in chaos. We're going through a huge shift. Some of you guys are going to understand that, some of you guys won't, and that's okay. But there's a huge energetic shift happening right now. We're having mass awakenings. Everyone's kind of going through their own spiritual journey at different levels. And so right now I just wanted to show up for you authentically and tell you what's been going on and apologize for, kind of going MIA. I've always done this. When my belief systems get completely torn down back to the foundation, I have to integrate everything that I've learned as I go through many, many different stages as I've been through, where my awareness and my consciousness expands beyond the point of kind of comprehension for me. So I have to take a step back, practice a lot of self-care, all of those things. So I'm going to get into this. I've got some slides prepared and I'm just going to stop my rant, but I just kind of wanted to explain everything. And dive into this in case you may be experiencing this now, or if you're not experiencing this, you will at some point. So I want to be there for you in that aspect. Okay, so integrating expanded awareness on the integrating expanded awareness during spiritual awakening. Okay, so this is just part of it. So embarking on a spiritual awakening or enlightenment process is a profound journey that involves expanding one's awareness and consciousness, and this happens at different levels. Right now, I'm going through a massive expansion of my consciousness, which is tearing down my belief systems. So I'm reintegrating and coming up and forming new belief systems and new knowings. Okay, so the word belief and knowing are completely different, but it's just like everything that I've studied and researched and practiced and known, I'm seeing it from new angles. I'm seeing things added, things being explained on a deeper level. And so it has led to a complete, like, extreme expansion of awareness for me. And so that's why I wanted to talk about this, because it's really important. Because a lot of times when people go through this and they don't understand what's going on, it can really throw them for a loop and cause a lot of problems emotionally, psychologically, even physically. So I thought this was really important that I get on here and let you guys know what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about and exploring the key aspects of integrating expanded awareness, discussing milestones along the spiritual path, describing the energetic sensations experienced, and provide guidance on processing new belief systems. Okay, so understanding expanded awareness. Expanded awareness refers to the heightened state of consciousness where individuals become more attuned to their inner self, as well as the interconnectedness of all life. This awareness allows individuals to perceive beyond the physical realm, tapping into spiritual insights, intuition, and deeper understanding of existence. So also, I went several months without having any paranormal experiences. So if you guys know, like, I'm a paranormal investigator as well. I mentor and teach people as well, so with my own business. And so I'm seeing just this really uptick and spike in paranormal activity that I believe is the cause of the shifts, which I'm going to get into later too. So I'm going to kind of hit all aspects here. So just be patient with me, and I'll get to all of this and kind of explain this a little bit deeper. Okay, so this awareness allows individuals to perceive beyond the physical realm, tapping into spiritual insights, intuition, and deeper understanding of existence. So this has also happened to me. My psychic abilities and intuition have skyrocketed beyond the point of my understanding. And so I'm also trying to process that as well. So key aspects of expanded awareness: heightened intuition and increased ability to sense and understand information beyond logical reasoning; interconnectedness, feeling a profound connection with all living beings and the universe; presence and mindfulness, a deeper appreciation for the present moment, and an improved ability to live in the now. So that's where I am right now. Like, I'm at this plateau where I'm completely in peace and realizing the interconnectedness of things and looking at things from a completely different perspective on a personal level as well as a collective level. Okay, so milestones. So as individuals progress to their spiritual awakening, they may encounter several significant milestones that indicate growth and transformation. So here are some common milestones. These aren't all of them. Awareness of inner self, a realization of one's true nature beyond the ego or social identity, release of old patterns. So this is what's happening to me right now. I'm releasing old patterns, old paradigms, old dogmas. So letting go of limiting beliefs, habits, attachments that no longer serve one's growth. Part of this is what's really big for me is releasing fear. Fear around all things, because fear is the number one thing that is going to hold you back, and it's really going to hinder you on your spiritual path. Fear of the paranormal, fear of beings, fear of your abilities, fear, personal fear in your own life, fear of not being good enough, confidence levels. All of these things get challenged when you're on your path. Increased compassion and empathy, developing a greater sense of love and understanding for oneself and others. Synchronicities and signs. For me, these are off the charts in an abnormal level right now. So I'm also trying to process those as well. So these are experiencing meaningful coincidences that affirm one's spiritual path. And another thing that I'm experiencing is, since I'm going through this training and practicing a controlled out-of-body state, which is a controlled near-death experience, these things are happening at an exponential rate that I've never experienced before, because I'm opening myself up to the other side, coming out of body and experiencing other realms, different beings, all of these things. So it's really kind of increasing all of these things for me. And so it's like I can't quite catch up yet. So that's why I'm giving myself some space and some time to process all the information that I'm getting. Okay, energetic sensations during awakening. Okay, so this can happen at any time. The process of expanding awareness often comes with unique energetic sensations. So these experiences can vary widely among individuals, but some common feelings include vibrations or tingling. So this can also be associated with energy moving through the body through Kundalini awakenings and just your psychic abilities shifting as your energetic template is changing and the field around you is changing. I mean, I know that you guys feel this, like there's something going on. So these are energy flows often felt in the hands, feet, or spine. You can feel them in your head. You can feel them as just kind of like weak, random headaches in weird spots, dizziness, feeling kind of like shifts in your body, feeling fatigue. And I've been feeling a lot of, I'm coming out of it now, but I went through a really long phase where I was feeling extreme fatigue, dizziness, nausea, all of those different things that were happening due to the energetic shifts. Emotional releases. I've had quite a bit of these. There was a period there for a couple of weeks where it was really bad for me, so it was tough for me to do the normal things that I was doing. And it took me a while to realize what was going on, so I had to pull back. So that's, one of the biggest reasons why I've been gone. So these are spontaneous surges of emotion, such as joy, sadness, or relief as old energies are cleared and released. Altered perception of time. This one is a huge one for me. I'm getting days mixed up. Time seems to be speeding up sometimes, and then it also seems to be going really slow, and it also feels like it's going in reverse for me. And I'm also trying to like navigate that too. So lightness or heaviness, dense feelings, or things lifting. I'm feeling all of this as well. So a sense of buoyancy or weight as the body adjusts to new energetic frequencies. So processing new belief systems. The journey of spiritual awakening often challenges existing belief systems, sometimes leading to the adoption of new perspectives or the release of previously held convictions. Steps to processing these new beliefs. 1, reflection and contemplation. So I've been doing a lot of that, and it's taking a lot of time because I'm still trying to function in my normal life, run my business, see my students, and dealing with my everyday life. So I'm doing a lot of downtime, and a lot of that includes reflection and contemplation. So spend time in meditation or journaling to explore new insights and how they resonate with your core values. Seek guidance. So engage with spiritual teachers, mentors, or communities to gain support and understanding. So I've been doing that a lot more than I usually do in my circle. So my circle is very, very small, and it's very small for a reason. My friend circle, I only have about 4 friends that I truly trust and don't get drained around. So that's another thing I'll be touching on later. But just like trimming the fat and cutting that down, getting rid of toxic things, people, places, all of those things is also going to help you with that as well. So that involves like seeking the guidance of people that you trust that are like-minded, or even if they're not like-minded, they're supportive. Okay, so seeking that support system. Embracing uncertainty, huge one. Okay. Allow yourself to be comfortable with not having all the answers and trust in the unfolding process. So this is where I had a lot of trouble. Okay, so when you start to feel these things happening, it's like you're not used to it, so you don't know how to process it. And so I've been figuring out how to process all these things that are kind of coming into my field and coming into my reality. So allow yourself to be comfortable with not having all the answers. And that's really hard for me because I'm one of those people that want the answers, and I stop at nothing to find the answers, and I'm constantly seeking to find answers. And I figured out that I just need to be okay with not having all the answers, and that was really difficult for me, and it caused a lot of tension within me. So I had to corral that. Integrate gradually. So incorporate new beliefs into your daily life in a way that feels authentic and sustainable. That was another thing that I had to really do. Really tap into my authentic self and express myself authentically and honestly with myself and others. That was a new thing that I had to learn how to do on a different level. So that also kind of threw me for a loop. So understanding personal astrology. So while you're going through all this, if this is happening to you, astrology plays a big role, as well as some other things I'm going to get to in a minute. But astrology can really help you understand the overall energies that affect you, that affect, like, the world overall, like, the transit, the season that it's in, all of these different things. I'm sure if you guys are watching, my channel and videos like this, you have a basic understanding of astrology and how it affects us. As above, so below, as within, so without, right? So knowing what's going on astrologically can give you an awareness of the energies that you're dealing with so you can navigate things better. So I wanted to throw this in there, okay? So astrology is an ancient practice, provides insight into subtle energies that influence our lives. By examining celestial movements, personal astrology offers a unique lens through which we can understand our experience and navigate life's challenges. So I've been relying a lot on that also, so that I'm aware of what's going on in my personal chart, transits, and what's going on as a whole. That way I might understand if something feels a little off one day and not the next, with all that going on. So the zodiac sign is divided into 12 signs, each representing different personality traits and life themes. Understanding your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign can offer valuable insights to your core identity, emotions, and how you present yourself to the world, and also how you navigate the world. So if you know what your default programming is, then you can begin to understand how you view the world. I always tell people or ask them, what's your zodiac sign? I want to see the lens that you're viewing the world from, right? So when I do readings for people and things like that, because it really helps to know what your default programming is, because that's how you're going to perceive things. So that can also aid you in this process. So knowing your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign, you are not just your sun sign. You are not just your moon or your rising. You're also your inner planet signs too. So if you're looking at your chart, take a look at those inner planets. Your Mars, your Venus, your Mercury, your sun, your moon, all of those things are gonna, not just looking at your sun sign, you're gonna get a broader perspective if you check those things out. Okay, so your sun sign represents your core identity and ego. The moon sign reflects your emotional self and your subconscious. And your rising sign or ascendant it indicates how others perceive you and your spontaneous reactions. Okay, so take a look at those too, and that could also help in navigating. So understanding transits. Astrological transits occur when the planets move through different signs, affecting individuals based on their natal charts. These transits can highlight periods of growth, challenge, or transformation. Saturn returns. These are big. So these are big moments in your life. It occurs approximately over 29 and a half years, making a time of maturity and responsibility. So Saturn is a restrictive planet, but it's also about structure. So take a look at that. I've already been through my first one. I won't hit my other one probably for another 15, almost 20 years, right? So closer to my 60-year mark. I'm 44, so I've got a little bit, but still that's a big thing too. So if you're in that age range and your life's falling apart, take a look at that. Mercury retrogrades. So I was actually born with Mercury in retrograde, so it doesn't affect me like it does everyone else. It actually helps me. So take a look at that too. So known for communication breakdowns, it encourages reflection and reassessment. So I just want to give little examples there of different transits and things. Lunar phases, big deal. Okay, so for me, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm a water sign. So when the moon is in Pisces or Cancer, not particularly in Scorpio because that's my default, those are really emotional times for me, and I notice an emotional shift in me when that happens, so that could be contributing to things as well. So make sure you're aware of the lunar phases. This is not the end-all be-all, but it can just help you kind of navigate things when you realize what's going on. So new moons are a time for setting intentions and new beginnings, and full moons are culminations and heightened emotions. Okay, so we all know when the moon is full, things kind of get a little crazy. But just to kind of take a look at these, it could help you. It's been helping me kind of understand when I look at my own personal natal chart. I do natal charts as well for people, and I'm really well versed. I have a pretty moderate to advanced level of astrology, so I'm able to really see how these things play out, and I've just through personal experience, I've seen how much of an effect it has on people. Okay, so utilizing personal astrology for self-reflection and growth. It encourages self-awareness by helping individuals understand their strengths, challenges, and life patterns. It offers guidance on how to harness personal energies for growth and transformation. It's also really good for decision making and timing. Okay, so if you've got a transit, like for instance, if Mercury is retrograde, it's not a good idea to make big decisions or enter contracts or anything like that, because they can tend to go awry, because Mercury is a planet of communication and technology, so things can get mixed up, confusion, things like that. So that's just like one brief example. I don't want to like drain this, but I just wanted to give you an idea. So astrology can assist in making informed decisions by highlighting auspicious times for action or caution. By aligning with cosmic rhythms, individuals can better navigate these ebbs and flows. Personal astrology is a powerful tool for understanding the energetic shifts and events that shape our lives. By delving into your astrological chart, you can gain a deeper awareness of yourself and the universe, empowering you to navigate life's journey with clarity and confidence. Embrace the wisdom of the stars to enhance your personal growth and spiritual growth. So I use an app called The Pattern. You can get this with Android or iPhone, and every day it gives me a rundown of what's going on, and then it goes even deeper. Like right now, I just entered a huge shift for the next 19 years. I'm in a shift where I'm in a neutral phase right now. And then I think when next March hits, then I'm going to hit a new phase where my life is going to dramatically change. So it's like little things like that that can kind of, help you understand what's going on with your personal chart and kind of give you clues as to maybe why things are going on at a certain time. So it's just really helped me kind of, tie things off. Okay, so these are some other things to be aware of as well. Okay, so solar flares. We're having a lot of solar flares. This can have dramatic effects on your central nervous system, and cause, a lot of different symptoms in your body that can be affecting you. Okay, so I would suggest really taking care of your nervous system during this time. Salt water, so a teaspoon per liter will help you with your nervous system, and anything that's going to pad your nervous system, like any kind of healthy fats, are going to help you do that. A healthier diet, self-regulation, extreme nervous system regulation is going to be really good when this is going on, because it can cause physical symptoms. Weather patterns, so barometric pressure is also going to affect your energetic field, your emotional states. Are you in burnout? Is there anything that you can do to lower those things? Pay attention to your dreams, subconscious clues that you are processing, so keep a dream journal. Timeline shifts, psychic abilities, and energy shifts. So these all play a huge role on your spiritual path, and especially if you're kind of trying to integrate things and going through things. Be aware of your personal energetic field and or template. Do you need to clear your field? This includes physical people from your life that aren't working. Any paranormal things, because your thought forms, they form in your own dimensional space, which you go into in dreams or if you come out of body. So these things, and fear is number one. So keeping your energetic field clear while you're trying to integrate. It's basically like this. So if you got a lot going in your life and it's all gunked up, you're going to have a really hard time integrating things, because these things are going to be pulling you in all kinds of different directions. So these are just some tips to be aware of and things that you might want to evaluate as you're going through this. I've been doing this quite a bit. Okay, so self-care and rest on your spiritual path. So I've been doing a lot of resting, which is highly unusual for me, because I'm one of those people that feel like I got to be doing something all the time. Go, 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 go. My routine, researching, and then my personal life. I've pulled this way and pulled that way and all of these things. So it's really important right now, as we are going through all these different shifts and as we are awakening and expanding our awareness, that we're really taking care of ourselves. And I know that's really hard to do if your life is crazy, but in whatever way you can find, make sure you are resting, eating well, nourishing your body, and taking care of yourself. When I started to do this, I felt 100 times better. And I cannot underestimate this at all. Okay, so embarking on a spiritual journey can be transformative. experience filled with moments of insight and growth. However, it's essential to nurture yourself during this time to facilitate the integration of new beliefs and practices. So I'm going to go over some tips on how to do that. So understanding the integration phase. The integration phase is a crucial stage in which you assimilate new insights, beliefs, and experiences into your daily life. This process can sometimes be challenging as it involves shifts in your mindset and routine. So here are some tips. Acknowledge your journey. Reflect on your progress. Take time to appreciate how far you've come. Journal about your experiences. Provide clarity and motivation. Figure where it is that you want to go and what you want to do. And if you cannot do that, which I'm in that phase right now, for the first time in my life, I don't know exactly what it is that I want to do right now. I know there's something else big that I'm supposed to be doing, but it hasn't become completely apparent to me yet. And I know it's something big that's going to cause a big shift. I know that intuitively, but I'm kind of in this period right now where I'm neutral and I'm trying to figure out where it is that I want to go. So you will hit this. Don't let it freak you out when it happens. And so basically that's what I'm going through right now, is like this stage of like, okay, well, what is it that I really want? What do I want authentically and honestly, and who do I want to be? And with all this new information that I'm getting, what is it that I want to do? And so I'm letting myself rest while I'm figuring that out. In the past, it would bother me and throw me for a loop. So I'm not going to let that happen this time. So also celebrate your small wins. Recognize and celebrate small achievements as they contribute to your overall growth. So, while you're resting, if you got something done, even if it's small, celebrate those little wins. Okay, give yourself some credit. Don't be down on yourself when these things are happening and you feel like you need to just pull back and rest and integrate. Embrace change. This is a big one. So stay open-minded, be willing to let go of old beliefs that no longer serve you, and welcome new perspectives. So if and I think it was Marcus Aurelius that said, an unexamined life is not a life worth living. So examine things, be open-minded. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to switch things up. And this is going to happen repeatedly. You guys have heard me talk about this quite a bit. This is going to happen repeatedly through your life and in your spiritual journey, and that's okay if that happens. When this is happening, make sure that you're practicing patience with yourself, understanding that transformation takes time, and being patient with yourself as you adapt to new ways of thinking, processing, and integrating. That it's a hard thing to do, especially when you're first starting out, but the further along you get, the more you're going to understand this. And it took me a long time to fully grasp this. Okay. So some self-care practices. Self-care is vital to maintain balance and well-being on your spiritual path. So here are some practices to consider. Okay. So physical self-care, restful sleep. I know this is hard, especially if you are, you work long hours or you got a lot going on in your family life, but make sure that you are prioritizing getting enough rest each night, establishing a calming bedtime routine to ensure quality sleep. Make sure that you are getting a balanced diet. Nourish your body with healthy foods that energize and sustain you. Okay, so whatever this looks like for you, whatever works for you, everyone's different, but just make sure you're really getting good quality sleep. Change your patterns if you have to. This is crucial. I started sleeping a lot more than I usually require, and it has made a world of difference for me. Also with the balanced diet. Regular exercise, so engage in physical activities that you enjoy, such as like energy work like qigong, walking, dancing, and keeping your body and mind in harmony. This is going to be really important, especially your meditation, so mindfulness and meditation practices, to center yourself and connect with your inner wisdom. So I've been doing a lot of meditation. I actually pulled back from yoga a little bit because I realized I was getting too injured and I was constantly in a phase of injury. So I decided after years and years and years to take a break and not go so hard with that. And I feel a whole lot better. So don't feel bad about yourself if you want to take a break from, doing practices like that can be really hard on the body. Emotional releases. So yin yoga is good for that. Allow yourself to feel and release emotions as they arise. This could be through crying, laughing, or creative expression. You can also, do certain levels of shadow work too. I've actually pulled back from the shadow work at this time for just a little bit because I'm doing a lot of self-reflection and introspection, and so I've replaced the deep shadow work with that, and that seems to be equalizing me. Okay. So that also helps. And seek support from friends, family, or spiritual communities that share your experience. I'm more than willing to help any of you guys if you have any questions about that, or you need support, or you have any questions if you're going through this integration process, or you feel lost and you don't know where to turn, or whatever. I can help you guys with that. You can find all of my links in my bio. I'm here to help. Okay, so developing routines that can help ground you and provide structure as you shift your belief system. So daily rituals, morning rituals start your day with intention by setting aside time for meditation, gratitude, or affirmations. Evening reflections, so you can do it in the morning or at night, whatever's best for you. End your day with reflection, considering what you learned and how you can apply it to your life. Connecting with nature, this is more important than ever right now. It really, really is. I lacked importance. This wasn't as important to me as it has been in the last year or so, and I noticed that incorporating nature and grounding practices has really, really helped me. So if you can get out there, the weather's nice now, and depending on where you are in the States, it's really, really nice. So get out there in nature and really appreciate it. Sun gazing is really good right now, being out in the sun. That's really good to get some sunlight on your skin. So spend time in nature to connect with earth and find peace and inspiration. Grounding activities such as walking barefoot on the grass or practicing deep breathing outdoors or meditation outdoors is wonderful. Creative expression, art and music. You don't have to be some fantastic artist. You can just, you can have creativity in many different ways, like, cooking, writing, speaking, writing poems, just sketching, whatever it is. Just use your creativity in whatever way. Making things with your hands, if you like to craft things or make things with your hands, dive into that more. That's also going to help you as well. Okay. All right, so shifting belief systems. As you navigate your spiritual path, you may find your belief systems evolving. So here are some strategies to support the shift. Okay, continuous learning. That's what I'm diving into right now as I feel like I can, right? But right now my whole focus is on, my OBE training. So read and research, engage with books, podcasts, seminars that challenge and expand your beliefs. Diverse perspectives, explore various spiritual teachings and philosophies to broaden your understanding. Openness to growth, question assumptions, regularly question your assumptions and be open to new interpretations. Be adaptable, be willing to adapt your beliefs as you gain new insights and experiences. Being rigid is only going to, do a disservice to you. Some people aren't there yet, but some people are more inclined to do that. I happen to be someone who is super open-minded and open to new perspectives and new things. And even if you need to take a break from your research and study, because I'm pretty hardcore, so it's like there have been times where I've had to pull back because it's been too much. So let yourself do that as well. So by integrating these self-care practices, spiritual routines, and strategies for shifting belief systems, you can nurture yourself and facilitate the integration phase on your spiritual path. And remember, your journey is unique to you, and it's okay to take your time at your own pace. And remember, do not ever compare yourself to someone else. We're all in this together. We're all going through this together at our own pace. Don't compare yourself to someone else or think, oh, well, they're higher than me or lower than me, or I'm better than them, or they're better than me. You start comparing things and you're pulling yourself away from love and out of, into fear that you're not good enough. And just don't do that. That's just going to hinder you even more. Okay, so in conclusion, you guys, I know this is getting pretty long. I'm sorry, but I just really felt like a lot of people needed to hear this right now. And even me. So that's why I'm doing this. But if you're still around, thank you for sticking around. I hope this really helps. So in conclusion, integrating expanded awareness during a spiritual awakening or enlightenment process is a transformative and deeply personal journey. By recognizing milestones and understanding energetic sensations and processing new belief systems mindfully, individuals can navigate this path with grace and insight. Remember that each spiritual journey is unique, and trusting your inner guidance will lead you to profound growth and fulfillment. There you go, guys. I know everybody's kind of going through it right now. I know me and my students are, going through these shifts. I just want you guys to know that you're not alone. And I hope this has really helped you. If you have any questions, please drop those down in the comments. You can also go through my description page, go over to my bio. My email is there. If you have any questions, if you don't want to put them in the comments, you can email me questions. I don't mind you guys reaching out. If there's any way I can help you during this process, I'm completely willing to do that. But okay, you guys, that's all I got for you. I'm not exactly sure when I'll see you next time. It's just going to depend on, what I'm going through, what I'm working on. But thank you for the ones that have stuck around and being patient with me. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.